Alright, Sly, and today we're back here on some more Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and today we're going to be going through the top 5 best weapons in my opinion, as a solo player by the way, so these are going to be the most quote-unquote overpowered weapons, not including wonder weapons. I'm going to do a different video for those once we actually have 5 of them. Currently we only have 3, but yeah, anyways, if you guys are enjoying the video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any more ideas for top 5 content or top 10s, tier lists, stuff like that, leave it down in the comments below. Now, in no certain order am I going to rank these. So we will be from 5 to 1. None of them will be the best compared to others, although some of them might be better to fit your playstyle. I'm going to be going through several different categories of weapons for whatever type of player you are. Also note that most of these weapons will require you to have them at a decent level. So, I will be giving you very minimal attachment versions of all these guns. Anyways, starting off at number 1, we have the crossbow from Modern Warfare 2. This is a marksman rifle. You might not have it unlocked since it is from MW2. But if you do, it is probably one of the better weapons from Modern Warfare 2 inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, as it can absolutely demolish the Mega Abomination very quickly, and it's very good in that regard. Mega Abomination takes only a few, even the HVT Mega Abomination only takes a few bolts of the thermite tips to actually end up killing it when this thing is tier 3 packed and legendary rating. Anyway, so for the attachments we're going to use the slate reflector or any optic of your choice, the VLK laser 7 milliwatt, the Quill XE 100 pound arm, the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop underbarrel, and the Bright Blaze 20-inch bolts. These are going to be the thermite tip bolts, and you can go and unlock them earlier than you're supposed to if you just activate them as your daily challenge arrow or attachment to unlock. Next weapon I'm going to go into is probably the best weapon for taking out the Worm Boss solo. This is going to be the WSP Swarm. I use these inside of my video that I ended up taking out the ether worm in. By the way, that video will be linked somewhere in my playlist or on my channel if you'd like to go and watch that. And for the attachments for this weapon, or these weapons technically, were WSP Akimbo Brace Stock, the 100 round drum, the Point G3P04 laser, the WSP Ruthless L barrel, and the SA Schlaudampfer 99 muzzle, which is a suppressor. The reason why this weapon is so good is purely just due to the fact that it has a very large fire rate, and once pack-a-punched, it has around 200 bullets in each 100 round drum, bringing you up to 400 total bullets in the weapon at all times. You can use probably only 200 of those bullets, not even, total, to take out most HVTs in the tier 3 zone when you have this thing triple papped and with the Deadwire mod. The next weapon we're going into is an assault rifle, and this is going to be the Holger 556. Now, the Holger 556 is very versatile and very good, even with random attachments that you just get from buying it as a wall weapon. If you do buy it as a wall weapon, I would recommend buying it as a wall weapon at legendary rarity inside of the tier 3 zone if it is there. Same with all of these weapons. If you don't personally have them, I would recommend trying to find them in legendary rarity inside of the tier 3 zone, to then go and use it in the tier 1, tier 2 zones, or tier 3 if you want to level up those weapons. But if you do actually have this assault rifle unlocked and max level, I would recommend running the 40 round mag, as it's going to give you the most bullets with this thing, as it is very good, but does have only 30 bullets at base. The Intruder grip, so we can actually end up getting better sprint speed and sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. The Holger Stockless mod, just to give us 3 in movement speed, which is going to make it really, really good for running around and make it almost as fast as if you were running with fists out while still being an AR. The MK3 reflector sight, because it's my favorite optic to run on this assault rifle, but you can run any optic you want. It's really personal choice. And this is very important, the X10 ported 290 is going to make it so you have no vertical or horizontal recoil basically at all on this weapon, which isn't the most important thing in zombies, but when you're taking out multiple zombies and you want to go for headshots and critical kills and stuff like that, it's definitely a game changer. Now, next is a weapon I used in one of my gameplays for one of my videos recently. As a matter of fact, I think it was yesterday's video I used it in. And this is the longbow. The longbow sniper rifle is probably the best thing inside of zombies for weapons in general. And I know it's very weird assuming the fact it's a sniper, and in zombies, ever since like BO3 with the Draken, it's like, why would I want to use a sniper inside of zombies? Feels like I'm giving myself a disadvantage, if anything. But the longbow sniper is really just one of the best weapons inside the mode. And the reason being for that is once pack-a-punched, it doesn't just double your ammo supply, bringing it from 30 to 60, or even if you're running the 10-round mag to 10, from 10 to 20, or if you're running the 40-round mag from 40 to 80. It also, on top of that, turns into a 2-round burst sniper rifle with massive amounts of damage, and this thing absolutely obliterates anything in sight. Once it's at legendary rating, and it is PTAC, and it is tier 3 PAP, you can absolutely abolish any of those high tier 3 HVTs, which is what I do usually whenever I'm playing the game. So all these weapons have been tested quite a bit inside of those tier 3 zones, as that's the zone I try and spend the most amount of time in whenever I am playing zombies, which I'm sure if you're looking at this video, a lot of you do as well. Hey, Sly from the future, and I don't want to interrupt the video for too long, but I just wanted to say, if you're enjoying the content so far, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. We upload every single day. We have zombies content, scripted content, tier list content, multiplayer content, soon Warzone content, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to stay up to date with all that stuff and just honestly have fun, this isn't my normal type of content, these top 5 or tier list videos, but I usually end up just uploading cut commentaries and stuff like that. But if you enjoy the content like this, then drop a like, leave a comment, and let me know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and let you carry on with this one. Peace. Now for the attachments, I usually run the SA-M Quick Bolt, and then I run the no stock attachment. And for the sight, this is very important, I run the Cronen in-class MSP-12 sight. This is going to give you a laser, and it's going to give you extra aim down sight speed and hipfire speed, or hipfire spread, which is very good for this sniper because the hipfire spread is pretty bad on this thing. This is the only time I will give you an optic and tell you you should definitely run this. The TAC Brute Suppressed barrel is the barrel I use, and then the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop is the stop I use. Now before we end up getting into the final best weapon I would recommend using out of zombies, I did want to go through a few honorable mentions. The first of those being, and this might surprise you, the Lockwood 300. The Lockwood 300 is probably one of the better shotguns to use over here inside of this mode, just due to the sheer fact that once you do pack-a-punch it, it becomes a 2-shot burst, just like the sniper, 4-round shotgun, which makes this thing an absolutely insane choice to use. I used this pretty recently inside of a little bit of a grinding sesh of the tier 3 zone, and this thing was absolutely demolishing. Yes, it was brought up to legendary rarity and it was tier 3 PAP, but honestly, if you're going to be going into the tier 3 zone, I would recommend you having it up in those rarities and PAPs in general, just due to the fact that it is going to help you quite a bit no matter what weapon you're using in those zones. And that's another thing I wanted to say. With all of the weapons I'm giving you today, you're definitely not gonna see it being the best without it being tier 3 PAP or whatever relative to the zone you're in, and at least rare or epic rarity. Anything below that, you're definitely gonna see quite a bit of damage fall off once you do get into those higher tier zones, just due to the fact that it is gonna make it so you have quite a bit less damage on the damage multiplier. There are other videos breaking down how that whole system works that I'm sure you could find somewhere and would better explain it than I could. So if I find one of those, or if any of you guys find any of those, I'll leave it down in the pinned comment down below in the comment section. The next honorable mention is going to be the TAC Eradicator. This is the new LMG that got put into Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But this is the newest LMG that has come to the game, and you might be surprised that the newest weapon is there, or you might not be surprised at all, and you might have just assumed that it would be one of the better weapons inside of the game. But this TAC Eradicator is actually probably one of the best weapons inside of the game right now. Unpack-a-punched and at legendary rating, you can go into the tier 2 zone and 5-shot a zombie to the head, obviously, but an armored zombie will take 5 shots to the head, and I've done testing with this weapon that proves that this thing is just probably one of the best full auto bullet weapons inside of the game. Now, obviously, there are a few that might be better, like the dual SMGs I showed you before, but I think this light machine gun that you might not have max level, which is why it's an honorable mention, just due to the fact that it might not be max level for you, is a very good choice when it comes to zombies. And when it comes to the last weapon in that number 1 position for this list, it's definitely going to have to be the old reliable from the original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, the MCW, or the ACR back in 2009. This thing is absolutely beautiful here inside of zombies. Even not pack-a-punched in the tier 1 zone, it still demolishes even at uncommon or common rarity. Now, a lot of people will tell you to maybe run the conversion kit just because it does make it so you have more mobility and stuff like that, but I personally stay far away from the conversion kit because it makes the recoil absolutely insane and the damage less on this thing. What I do recommend running is the 40 round mag, the RB Rapid Strike Grip, the RB Regal Heavy Stock, the 16.5 MCW Cyclone Long Barrel, and the X10 Porter 290, as this is the best muzzle in the game, giving you 3 in vertical recoil and 2 in horizontal recoil. Now, that's just the personal setup that I use. Obviously, there are other setups that are used, and honestly, let me tell you, there's a reason why this thing was used in Mr. Raffle Waffle's first person to defeat the Ether Worm stream. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and it's even better once you get it maxed. Once you have this thing at tier 3 PAP, and you have it legendary or even epic rarity rating, this thing absolutely demolishes zombies, and on top of that, if you're running the 40 round mag, or even the 60 round drum if you want to run that, this thing has like 80 to 120 bullets, so you can demolish a lot of zombies in your way. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to drop a like down below. I know it might be a little rough around the edges this video, as it is my first time ever attempting one of these videos like this, where I'm going through my personal favorite weapons and stuff like that here inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.